Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 17th of January 2024. So, yeah, obviously yesterday, most people in the freedom movement, certainly here in the UK, will know that the latest Andrew Bridgen debate happened in Westminster yesterday, and I've just started looking at a video by John Campbell, actually, where he featured the entire speech, the entire talk by Andrew Bridgen, with a bit of analysis. I think I'm only about halfway through. I had to come out to do some work, watch that over breakfast, and then when I get home I will watch the rest of it. But it's pleasing to see that first of all there was a few more MPs in there than in previous debates, so more and more of these people seem to be waking up to the fact that there is cause for concern with the excess numbers of people passing away, and that the whole issue needs to be examined and looked into and debated. So, to see exactly what the causes are, or cause is. So it's good to see that there were a few more. I couldn't quite make out exactly how many of them there were, 20 or 30 MPs, which is considerably more than in the past. Also, the frequency of these events seems to be increasing as well. And it wasn't long ago that it only seemed to be about once every 3 or 4 months tops that he was able to get time to sort of have these debates and things, but they seem to be happening once a month. The last one was just before Christmas, around about this time last month, wasn't it? So the frequency seems to be increasing as well. Actually, with regard to that last one, you might recall a few days before that, I was talking about how I sent an email to my MP, and I was telling you and other viewers what wording I'd used, and I said, feel free to copy my wording if you want, and to send it off to your MP, which I think a few people did. But a little while ago, a few days ago, I actually got a reply from my MP. Took them long enough, but I suppose I had Christmas and everything in the way, and their Christmas break and everything. But about a week ago, I got a reply from my MP. Now, I haven't read the letter from him, his reply. I thought it might be quite fun and interesting to do is to sit down and read out his reply to camera without me reading it beforehand, and then just giving a comment or two on it as I read through it, and at the end. So I'll be doing that. Obviously I can't do it here because I've got to get into a job in a minute just up there, but I will do it when I'm home, so that will be interesting, I think. Right, here we are, indoors, end of the day pretty much, and as promised, here's this letter. You can see it's from the House of Commons there. So I've opened it, but I haven't really taken this out and read it yet. So I'm just going to see what my local MP here says. And as I said before, this is relating to Andrew Bridgen's talk, not the one he did yesterday, but the one he did last month when he had the various experts there at Westminster with him. So let's read this out. If I can see with my sort of unspectacled eyes. So, thank you very much for inviting me to attend a meeting chaired by Andrew Bridgen on the 4th of December. Unfortunately, I had prior parliamentary engagements at that time, including serving on a delegated legislative committee. There is always debate in medical circles on approaches and how best to reduce the impact of disease, as there should be. I personally have considerable faith in the Chief Medical Officer and Chief Scientific Advisor, who are well used to considering debates among their professional colleagues. I'm also very aware about the concerns raised on excess deaths since the lurgy. Clearly, the disruption caused by the lurgy has had significant impact on those people who were living with cancer and other major conditions. The government is taking steps to reduce excess deaths due to these conditions, including through a delivery plan setting out how the NHS will expand elective services over the next 3 years. The plan commits the NHS to deliver 9 million additional treatments and diagnostic procedures over the next 3 years, and around 30% more elective activity than it was doing before the lurgy by 2024-2025. Furthermore, the government intends to publish a major conditions strategy to tackle conditions that contribute most to morbidity and mortality across the population in England, including cancers, cardiovascular disease, including stroke and diabetes, chronic respiratory diseases, dementia, mental health, and musculoskeletal conditions. Thanks again for taking the time to contact me. Yours sincerely, Jeremy Quinn, who is the MP for Horsham and surrounding areas. And you can see that he's actually signed it personally by the looks of it. So that is his answer, to me asking them to attend that meeting hosted by Andrew Bridgen. And obviously very much sticking to the mainstream narrative, isn't it? And he's trying to say and make out that excess deaths, yes, he's aware of it. Well, he can't really hide from that, can he? Because it's cold hard fact, but he seems to be attributing it to basically the effects of lockdowns, not forgetting of course that was another ruinous government policy in the first place, but hey ho, but that's seems to be what he's attributing it to. And he's saying that the government are taking all of those measures that I read out to basically make up for it. So kind of a rather predictable reply, wasn't it really? So I can't really see him. He's a junior government minister, I believe, recently appointed. He's something like the Paymaster General Minister or something like that. So he's going to be very much with towing the government line and not sort of exploring wider issues, I would suggest. So let me know what you think about that. Yes, I've now seen the rest of the video that John Campbell put up with Andrew Bridgen's speech yesterday, and wow, quite a speech indeed. He's really saying everything in it with regards to the concerns about various things that frankly some of us have had for years now, sort of three and a half years now. And yeah, it's very worthwhile watching. I won't talk too much about it, but I'll leave a link to John Campbell's video featuring Andrew Bridgen's speech in the description box below here, so you can go and check that out. And really, as Andrew Bridgen continues to speak out, I think this is just going to raise awareness more and more and more. What he was saying in his speech really is just fact. He wasn't coming out with nonsense. He wasn't coming out with stuff he couldn't prove. He was just coming out with stuff that is cold, hard fact. Fact after fact after fact. And how long can these people, the media and the government, all of the other MPs who weren't there yesterday, how long can they carry on just ignoring this? So anyway, just a few thoughts there on Andrew Bridgen's speech. Highly worthwhile watching it if you haven't already. And like I say, a link to his speech will be in the description box below. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.